Guess what, Betty? Brian's finally landed a job. He's gonna be making enough to support us now. We won't be needing your help anymore. You're free to do whatever you want.
Really? Did Brian get a job? That's fantastic news. I was starting to worry he'd never find his footing. It's been 2 years since he graduated and he hasn't done much since then. It would have been such a waste if he just spent his day loafing around, surfing the net. This is a great step forward. I hope he can put his education to good use and find something he truly enjoys. He's still young. There's so much for him to explore. Where did he land the job?
There's no need to be so harsh on your brother, Betty.
Harsh? I'm just being honest. I want what's best for him, and that doesn't include lazing around at home while I foot the bills and you do all the housework. He needs this job.
Can't you just be happy for him, Betty? I don't understand why you're so indifferent. He worked hard in college and he deserved some time off before diving into work. You didn't even go to college, remember? So don't act so superior.
Is that how you remember it, Mom? That I didn't go to college because I couldn't or didn't want to? The truth is, I wanted to go desperately. But no one would pay my tuition or consign a student loan for me. And the money I saved from a part-time job had to go towards bills because you insisted that I contribute. So yes, I've been working since high school and all my earnings have gone into this house. And now you're belittling me for being a high school graduate?
And what if I did stop you? You wouldn't have graduated like Brian did anyway. It would have been a waste of money to send you. You should be grateful that I saved you for 4 years of your life.
Grateful for being forced into a job right after high school because you wouldn't help me with college fees? For having to give up my dreams and aspirations?
You're not as special as you think you are, Betty. Even with just a high school education, why can't you accept that you're not as smart or skilled as you think?
For the past 10 years, I've been contributing $2,000 every month to this household. After all the sacrifices I've made, don't you think I deserve a little gratitude?
Gratitude? For what exactly? I think you'll have to remind me what I'm supposed to feel grateful for.
When I first started working, my salary wasn't much. But I knew I had to strive harder so we could afford the things we wanted. So I worked my way up, and after a few years, I finally got a raise. Since then, I've been covering almost all our expenses every month. For 10 years, I've sacrificed my personal wants and needs, never complaining even when I couldn't buy the clothes I wanted or go on vacations with friends. Now that I'm earning a bit more, I can finally save a little for myself. But even that does not do much considering 95% of my salary goes towards this house. And yet, you don't seem to appreciate the sacrifices I've made. Doesn't that bother you at all?
No, Betty, I don't understand what you want from me. Isn't it natural for you to take care of your family? You're making a big fuss over such a small amount of money. Besides, you should be grateful that you're still living in this house. You are an adult now. You should be living on your own or getting married.
Mom, I am grateful. That's why I've been paying for everything.
Then stop backing so high and mighty over $2,000. You owe me for giving birth to you. So don't expect me to thank you.
You don't have to make such a big deal out of it, Mom. Anyway, I have to get back to work now. Oh, and by the way, I'll be going on a business trip next week.
A business trip with your measly salary? And here you are working for a company that overworks and underpays you. Why don't you find a better job, one that pays more? At this rate, you'll end up old and alone without ever becoming independent or starting your own family.
Mom, do you really have to belittle my choices like that? I don't regret focusing on my career and enjoying my job right now. And when the time is right, I'll find someone. There's no rush. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Several hours later.
Hey Betty, can you lend me some money again?
Brian, I can't lend you any more money this month. You've been asking me for money quite a lot recently. You need to start managing your own finances. I heard you got a job, so there's no excuse now. It's a good opportunity for you to learn how to budget and use your desires is motivation to work harder. Unlike Mom, I won't be able to support you forever. You need to start being more independent.
Geez, Betty, you sound like an old lady. I just got a job, but it doesn't pay much. I mainly took it to get away from Mom and spend more time outside the house.
Regardless, it's good that you're working now. Mom won't bother you as much and you'll have your own income. You could even consider moving out if you wanted to. Mom tends to be overprotective of you, but I think it's time for you to learn how to take care of yourself.
Imagine Mom's reaction if I told her I wanted to move out. By the way, why are we moving all of a sudden?
What? Are we moving? This is the first I've heard about it.
Mom didn't tell me why. All she said is that she found a better place. But I don't get why we're moving next week. Plus, my part-time job is closer to the address we have now, so I wish you had warned me before deciding.
And did you say part-time job? I thought you had a full-time job. Doesn't matter. A job is a job.
Doesn't matter. A job is a job.
All right, we'll talk about this later. I still have some work to finish.
Wait, what about my allowance?
Brian, start saving your own money. But how about this? I'll treat you to dinner.
Really? Thanks. It's been ages since I've eaten out.
Don't get too excited. We're just going to the family restaurant down the street. And in return, you'll tell me everything about your new job and this sudden move.
1 week later.
Benny, we've moved out without you.
What are you talking about?
We don't see the point in living with someone who doesn't earn much. So, we've moved out. If you want to live with us, you'll have to double your income. Otherwise, we don't need you. If you don't want to end up homeless, you'll have to work harder. But that might be difficult for someone who didn't even go to college.
Are you serious? You moved out because I don't earn enough? And now you're telling me to double my income? Is money all that matters to you?
There's nothing wrong with me. You just don't earn enough. If you want to know our new address, you'll have to increase your salary. Even if that means finding a new job or a rich husband.
Are you threatening me?
I'm dead serious. Brian's got a new job now and he'll be earning more than you. We don't need your measly salary anymore. But if you manage to earn as much as he does, we might consider letting you live with us.
Mom, I'm not desperate to live with you guys. I like my job and I'm content with my salary. I won't do as you say.
Fine then. But are you sure about this? Without a place to live, how will you continue working? You'll lose your family, your home, and it's a chance to find a better job. Just because you think you're better than us.
Do you even hear yourself? You're threatening to make me homeless just so I can bring home more money.
Say whatever you like about my methods. I'm saying all of this for your sake. You should be making more money at your age. And after everything I've done for you, I deserve it. Have you gotten that I give birth to you, raised you, and fed you? I'm just disciplining you. So you'll learn to feel gratitude for the things people have done for you.
Gratitude? Are you lecturing me about gratitude? The same person who said she'd never thank me for all the work I've done and the money I've put into this house? I've always been grateful for you raising me. But you don't understand why I feel belittled. I've done my best up until now. And I can find any reason why I should be treated like this.
You think I'd be satisfied with the salary you're bringing in? You only earn $2,000 a month. And what's wrong with me praising Brian? It's the truth. Brian's going to be earning much more than that pathetic little salary of yours. We've all decided to move on without you. If you want to live with us again, you'll have to earn double. That's how you can pay me back for raising you up until now.
Pay you back? Wow, I should have done this much sooner. But I'll be moving out too.
Feel free to do whatever you like. I don't care what you do. It doesn't mean anything to me because I still have Brian.
Yeah, get for you. You don't have to tell me where you live. And I think it's sad that you wanted to disown me. That sounds great to me. I don't want to have anything to do with you either. I'm going to finally live for myself from now on.
That sounds great to me. You would never be good enough for this family. Anyway, I'm glad we could finally get rid of a weight like you.
I've had enough of listening to what you say. Listening to you made me lose out on going to college and maybe waste 10 years of my life trying to please you. I can't live with you anymore.
What? What's the matter with you? You're going to be homeless and all alone. You can't honestly be happy about all that.
What? Homeless? You really don't understand, do you? It's unfortunate, but your lack of interest in me is to blame. I'm actually relieved because I can finally free myself from the toxic relationship I've had with you. This is the happiest I've ever been. I'm going to be free of your manipulation. I'll find a new place to live and I won't share the address with you. From now on, we'll lead completely separate lives. Goodbye.
Many months later.
Betty, why won't you answer the phone? Hurry up and pick up the phone. I've been trying to call you since yesterday afternoon. You can't ignore me forever. I'm your mother. Answer the phone right now.
Mother? I'm sorry. I think you have the wrong number. I don't have a mother.
What are you talking about? Don't be silly. I'm your mother. Don't joke around. I need to talk to you about something serious.
Oh, well, I think I used to have one, but unfortunately, we caught ties last month and decided we wouldn't bother each other ever again. So who are you? I'm not interested in talking to anyone who calls themselves my mother.
I think I remember we had a fight like that. But you didn't actually take it seriously, did you? I didn't mean any of that. It's all in the past. Let's forget that silly fight and make up. I want us to get on from now on.
For me, having a mother is a thing of the past. Even when Isel called her my mom, she didn't act like one.
Don't joke about things like that. I'm being serious. I have something to ask you. We're in a lot of trouble and you've got to help us, so listen to me properly.
And I'm telling you that I have no obligation to do anything. You have to say we're not family anymore. You're the one. The one that said I was just a weight, that you had no use for me anymore. So, what made you change your mind?
We haven't been able to pay the rent for our new home, and we might be getting kicked out the next month if we don't pay up. You've got to help us. I don't understand what's going on, but it looks like we need you after all. I'll let you know what our address is, so come quickly. Please forget about that stupid fight we had, and come live with us.
You say that, but what do you want from me? I don't see how I can help you. I thought I'd already made it clear before we cut ties that have done more than enough for this family. You chose to ignore that and didn't think you had any reason to feel any gratitude for the things I did, so I chose to start over. I'm not surprised about the situation you're in now. To put things simply, Dad wasn't bringing any money home. So it's only a matter of course that you wouldn't pay the rent.
What are you talking about? Your dad's still working? He should be earning more than enough. Just because you cut ties with us doesn't mean you can be so rude towards your father. Besides, that's impossible.
It seems that you thought the money he was earning was available for us to use on the bills and stuff. But that's a mistake. He was using all that money to pay off the debt he owed. So he hasn't paid for anything these past 10 years. He hasn't put any money to pay the loans for the house. And he hasn't had any money to spare to even pay the bills. He couldn't afford to pay the mortgage, so he had to rewrite the contract for the house years ago. It was in my name when you all moved out. So I decided on the salad since I didn't want to live there anymore either.
What? That old house was in your name? That's not possible. Wait a minute. I need some time to process this. No. What you're talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he put the house in your name?
You still don't understand? That wasn't earning as much as you like to think he was. He was earning much less than me and had to use all of his salary and paying back the debt he owes. I think that the situation you're faced with right now is more than enough proof that his salary can cover the rent, bills, and money you need for groceries. Don't you understand how useful my pathetic salary was?
I don't know what you're talking about. He should have already finished paying off the debt he owed years ago. Why is he still paying it off?
What you're saying still doesn't make any sense.
Do you think you already finished paying it off?
No way. That's going to be impossible. Do you even know how much he owes? It's an amount big enough that he won't be able to pay it off by the time he retires. No matter how much he worked overtime. Even if he earned the same as I did, it would still be difficult for him to clear it all up.
What?
Plus, you were saying that you moved because Brian got a job, right? I understand that you wanted to start a new life and a new home without me, but you really should have thought about it first. Or did you really think that I would cling to you and beg for you to let me in and that you'd get me to find a job where I could earn twice the amount I do right now? Please, Michelle, let me come live with you. I don't want to be alone. I'll work harder and do everything you say. Is that the reaction you thought you'd get? You must be kidding. You are the one that thinks too much of herself. If you think that you can use your own daughter that much and expect her to be your slave forever, of course not. It took me a while, but I finally realized that there is nothing I can do to make you happy or love me as much as you love Brian. So I've given up on trying to get on with someone as toxic as you. You're nothing to me.
I can't believe you'd say that. You're a horrible daughter. I did all of this for your sake too, you know. so that you would finally realize that you should work harder for your parents' sake. But Brian's my baby boy. He's going to be the one to take care of us when we're old. So I realized that we had no use for a grown daughter who wasn't even earning that much and wasn't even married yet. I just wanted to chase you out of the house before you cause any more trouble for us. You're just a waste of space. And I felt it was the best time to move since Brian would be getting his first pay this month.
I'm tired of you playing the victim, Michelle. Anyway, I'm saying that you shouldn't have decided to move us fast before even knowing how much Brian would be earning. Do you even know where he works in the hours? He barely works 20 hours a week. It's a part-time job at a convenience store. If he was by himself, he could probably get by.
Is that true? Is he only working part-time? Why do you even know that? Why would he tell you when he didn't even tell me? He told me he's working for a major corporation. A really big business. He didn't say anything about the convenience store. He didn't say anything about how many hours he was working either.
Well, guess he wasn't lying. It's a convenience store that he has stores all over the country. So it's true that it's a major business. But he obviously lied to you because he wants to meet this stupidly high expectation that you have of him so that you wouldn't judge him like you judge me. And because he wants to impress everyone. But I'm surprised he would actually move before confirming how much he was paid. You didn't even wait for his first paycheck. Before you decide, you clearly aren't looking reality in the face, Michelle. You conveniently choose to ignore all the stuff I've done for you. But you believe that Brian must be doing much better than I am because he's your baby boy.
Why does it matter whether it's part-time or not? I never knew you looked down on other people's jobs like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. It doesn't matter.
As long as he's earning enough. $600. That's all he earns in a month. Like I said, if he was living alone in a super cheap apartment, maybe that would be enough. But I don't think it's enough to support the three of you. Especially if you can't rely on Dad's paycheck.
You're joking? That's all he earns? I thought he was going to get a lot more.
You called my $2,000 salary pathetic. What would you call Brian? $600. What's the saying? Oh, I know. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I hope you finally understand how much I've done for this family. There's no way you'll make any of the payments this month or the next month without me anyway. I doubt Brian will be as generous as I was. He's more likely to keep all the money he makes for himself because he's grown into an adult without everyone around him doing everything for him.
I can't believe this. Why didn't you tell me we moved all this way for nothing? I guess we have no choice but to move back into the old house at the very least. We won't have to pay rent there. So will you give it back to us?
I already told you. I sold it.
You did what?
I didn't give my permission for you to do that.
I told you I was paying a mortgage.
So Dad thought it was only right that the contracts be rewritten in my name. I'm the owner of that house. Well, until I sold it. Which I had every right to do. Because you all moved out and I didn't want to live there anymore. And I'm warning you. You can't use any of the spare keys. You still have to get in because the locks were changed when I sold it. It's already been sold and it's already someone else's property. If you try to get in, it'll be considered trespassing and you'll be arrested.
I can't believe you. How could you sell the house while we're gone? What's wrong with you? Wait, is that why your dad was so worried? He was shocked when I told him you weren't coming with us too. What was that all because he knew he couldn't afford to pay anything? I thought it was strange that he kept asking me where you were and why you weren't coming with us. But this must be why. Then what did you do?
What did I do about what?
You were saying that you were going to move? Where are you living now? You sold the house, so you must have gotten a lot of money from that too. Where did you move?
I'm living in a penthouse apartment closer to my job.
You're what?
For the past 10 years, you've been looking down on my job. But I think I deserve a little more respect. I don't know what you consider worthy of respect. But at the very least, I've got my own office. And I've been entrusted with managing several major projects, so earned relatively a lot. Despite everything you say about me, being in fear of Brian and not earning enough money, I realized that I deserved to spend my own money for myself. So I moved closer to the city center, to an apartment that had a great view of the skyline. So I moved closer to the city center, to an apartment that had a great view of the skyline.
Can't be serious. We're about to be kicked out of our house and we can't even afford to find another place. But you're living in a penthouse apartment. That doesn't make any sense. If you've got the money to buy that place after you sold the house, then we deserve to live there, too.
No way, that's not happening. You asked for this. You're the one who planned to move out while I was away on the business trip. And said that she wanted to disown me.
Betty, don't be like that. You'll forgive me, won't you? I was so stupid, but I'm your mother after all. Let's forgive and forget. I just didn't understand you and didn't try to talk to you enough. I never knew how much you were helping us. But I do now. So can we go back to the way things were and help each other again?
No way. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Just how convenient do you think I am?
Betty, just think about it for a minute. You don't have to say no that quickly. We're going to be kicked out of the house. You've got to help us.
Why should I? You were laughing about how I wouldn't have a home to come back to when I got back from my business trip. You didn't even tell me you were planning on moving. And now that you know the truth about who has the money, you're begging me to let you live with me. I don't even want to tell you my address. I don't want you coming anywhere near me.
Are you serious? Even though I'm your mother?
Like I said, I don't have a mother. We already cut ties, remember? You're a stranger to me now, and I don't want anything to have to do with you. But if you pay me back all the money I've put into paying the mortgage and the bills in the past 10 years, I might think about letting you know where I'm living right now. Well, I think that's going to be impossible. So goodbye. Eventually, I made the decision to block my mother's number and ignore any messages from my family. As a result, they soon faced the consequences of their actions as karma caught up with them. They were forced to leave the new house they had purchased with the money they had taken from me. Within weeks of moving in, they found themselves without a place to stay, no friends to rely on, and no savings to fall back on. My father, who had never stood up for me before, became angry with my mother for her mistreatment of me. He compelled her to find a job and contribute to the rent of a small apartment that he eventually rented in a rundown neighborhood. He also prohibited her from returning home until she secured a full-time position, something she had never done in her life. Brian, the brother who was always her favorite, was swiftly cast aside as soon as he received his first paycheck and never looked back. It seems that he lost interest in taking care of their mother. Despite the excessive praise and favoritism he received over me, our mother can only blame herself for not treating her own adult children with respect.
Hi Melissa, would you like to come over for dinner tonight? I haven't seen your images.
It's been a while.
What do you say? We can finally catch up. I met a new guy and I want to tell you all about him.
Okay, yes. That would be wonderful. I feel like we've been so distant since I had Kathleen.
I know. But I don't blame you for that. Being a mother really drains you of all your free time, right? It must be awful.
I wouldn't say that. But it is a lot of work.
So how's 6?
That would be perfect.
Great, I'll make lasagna.
Ooh, is there anything we should bring?
Melissa, please. I'm only inviting you.
Seriously? I'm the single parent of a 6-month-old. You don't expect me to just leave her at home.
Have you ever heard of babysitter, Melissa?
Don't feel comfortable leaving her with a babysitter. Trust me, she'll behave herself. And it's about time she meets her aunt, Linda, anyway.
Christ, Melissa. I knew you'd do this.
Do what?
All you care about is that squirming little infant. I'm not a mother. I don't plan on ever being a mother. And I don't want to spend my whole evening running after your child because you couldn't bother to spend a couple hours away from it.
And if I can bring my daughter with me, then I won't be able to come.
Fine, that's your choice. But remember, the world doesn't revolve around your stupid baby. Just forget the whole thing.
Jeez. Okay, enjoy your lasagna.
The next day.
Melissa, your sister just called me. She was in tears.
Why? She's the one who invited me to her apartment for dinner.
Honey, I'm sure she was rude, but I really think you should cut her some slack.
No. Anyone who treats my baby like that is not going to be part of my life.
She couldn't help it.
Why? Was someone forcing her to type those things?
I'm not supposed to tell you this, but your sister told me something very personal today.
And what's that?
She just found out that she can't have children.
What?
Yeah. She had a fertility test a few weeks ago. That's the reason Ron broke up with her. He wanted kids, and he freaked out when she told him about it.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. My heart is broken for her. And that's why I agreed to let her move in next month. Now, I know you should never put up with any negativity directed towards your beautiful child, but I hope you understand why she's so opposed to being near Kathleen. At least right now.
Yes, I do understand. Thanks for telling me.
And promise you won't tell Linda that I told you this. I just want both my daughters to be happy.
I won't. I promise. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
A few minutes later.
Miss call. Hi again. I know things were a bit heated between us, and I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry for acting like that. I hope you're not mad at me.
I'm not. Thanks.
Great. I really don't want to lose you as a sister. And when you're ready to meet Kathleen, we'll be waiting.
Sure. Why the change of heart?
No reason.
Seriously. What gives? Mom told you, didn't she?
What? No. Told me what?
She told you I was barren. God. I can't believe it. Both of you.
She didn't say anything. I promise.
And now you're lying to me? Whatever. Stop messaging me, Melissa. We're done.
1 year later.
Hey sis. Congrats on the new book. I'm sure it's incredible.
Linda. Is that really you?
Yeah.
Wow. After so long. This is crazy. I've called you so many times, but you never answered.
I know, and I'm sorry. But I miss you, and I'd like to be a part of your life again.
Really? I'd love that.
So, what's new?
Well, Kathleen's 2.5 now. She's walking and talking. And she's just adorable. The other day she tried broccoli for the first time. And you won't believe her reaction.
Yes. Yes. I'm sure it was cute. Anyway, I'd love to see you again. How's Saturday?
This Saturday?
Yeah. Can I come over? For dinner or something?
Sure. But you know that Kathleen will be here, too, right?
Oh. Totally. See you then.
Several days later.
Linda? Where are you?
Sorry. I had to go.
You left. Without saying anything? But we didn't even have dinner yet.
I know. Sorry for being so abrupt. But I'm sure you understand why I did.
What? No. I have no idea. I thought we were really getting along.
Really? You just left me in a living room. All alone. So you could play with that child.
I had to take Kathleen to the toilet. She's still learning how to use it.
Whatever. You were gone so long. And it wasn't very considerate of you to just leave me there. So I left.
Okay. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to have you back in our lives. I don't think this is gonna work out.
Because I cut things short? Jesus, Melissa. How fragile can you be? But okay. It's your choice. See you around.
1 hour later.
I should never have agreed to meet with Linda. You saw her? Yeah. I figured she told you. She still lives with you, right?
Yes.
Well, she finally messaged me and asked if we could see each other.
She didn't ask for money, did she?
No. That might have been the intention, but she left after 20 minutes. She got mad that I left a room to help Kathleen with a potty.
You're trying to potty train her already?
Yeah. It's going pretty well, actually. But about Linda? Well, she was here. She could barely look at Kathleen. Now I know that she's sensitive around kids, but it's been 2 years. I figured she'd have gotten over her issues by now.
Issues?
Never mind.
And you're sure she wasn't there to ask for money?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be happy to help her out if she really needs it, but I'm not that rich. You know this. You know how long it took me to save up for our big Disney trip?
About that. Honey, I don't think I'll be able to go with you after all.
What? Why? You've always wanted to go to Disney World. And Kathleen would love you to be there with us.
I know. And I'm so sorry to spring this on you last minute, but I just don't have the get up and go that I used to.
It's okay, Mom. It's still a few weeks away.
Thank you for understanding, dear. And please, if Linda asks for money, do not give it to her. Okay?
I won't.
Several days later.
Hey sis. Beautiful day, huh?
Yeah?
How are you and your lovely daughter doing today?
We're good. What's going on?
What do you mean? I've turned over a new leaf and I miss you. That's all. I'm trying to be nice.
Great. Thanks.
So? What's new with the wonderful Sophia?
Linda? No offense, but the last time I saw you, you rushed out of my house in anger.
I did. That was a mistake. I talked to Mom about it and she agrees. I totally overreacted.
Yes, you did.
So are things okay?
You mean in general or with you and me?
Both.
In general, things are good. I'm taking Kathleen on her first trip, so we're both really excited about that. And with you and me, I'm good if you are.
Great. Actually, I heard about the trip. Disney World, right?
Yep.
In Florida?
That's the one.
Wow. That sounds like so much fun. Can I come?
Actually, I think it'll just be the two of us.
Really? Oh my God. We'll have a blast.
I meant me and Kathleen.
Oh. But I'd love to go with. And wouldn't that be the perfect place for us to reconnect? I mean, no one can get mad at each other in the happiest place on earth, right? Right?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Just consider it, okay?
Sure.
A few moments later.
Hey, Mom. Did you tell Linda about your Disney trip?
No. Why? Did she talk to you about it?
She mentioned it. I figured you told her about it.
I didn't. She must have overheard me.
Oh, I'm really conflicted, Mom. She's trying to reconnect. Again. And I really want to believe the best in her, but I don't know.
Don't.
Don't reconnect?
Don't believe the best in her. Melissa, your sister is only nice if she wants something. I've been trying to kick her out for months now, and she's just not willing to listen.
So, you don't think I should give her a second chance? Well, third chance, I guess.
More like 12th. And no. Don't. Even if she suddenly becomes the world's kindest sibling. Don't do it.
Okay.
The next day.
Did you see the package I left on your porch?
That was from you?
Yes. The Mickey Mouse stuffed animal. Does Kathleen like it?
She loves it.
I knew she would. I thought that'd be the perfect way to prepare her for your trip.
Thank you. That was very sweet.
It's the least I could do after being so distant for all these years. Honestly, I've spent the last few days going through Mom's photos of you and Kathleen. And I've just been crying nonstop. She's such a beautiful child, and I can't believe I missed out on so much of her life. I want to be a good aunt. No. I want to be the best aunt ever. If you'll let me.
We'll talk later.
1 hour later.
Hey, Mom. I know you'll probably try to talk to me out of it, but I think I'm going to invite me to come with us.
To Disney World?
Mom?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Honey.
I know, but she was very sweet. And she had a good point. What better place to overcome her problems than Disney World? And I miss her. I really do.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm not 100%, but I'm really considering it. I know how awful May has been for us, but I think she's gotten over her issues.
And what issues are you talking about?
The infertility thing. Remember, that caused the argument in the first place right before she stopped talking to me for 2 years.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Stop saying that.
Honey, Linda isn't being honest with you.
What do you mean?
I'd rather not say. Just trust me when I tell you that I don't think you should invite your sister on this trip.
Why? Mom? Please. If you know something, you have to tell me.
Your sister's not infertile. I know this. For a fact.
What do you mean? You're the one who told me about it.
I know. And I believed it at the time. But I don't anymore. She made it up.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've helped her financially. Twice.
Okay.
Honey, please don't make me say it.
MOM.
Whoa, what's going on?
I need to tell you something. Brace yourself. I paid for her abortions.
Wait, what? Plural?
Yeah, it's messed up. I know you and I have different views. And this stuff. But she reached out to me for help and I couldn't turn her away.
I understand you were trying to be there for her, but deep down you know I don't support that kind of thing.
I know, Mom. I feel so conflicted about it. I should have told you what I knew a long time ago, but I just gonna bring myself to do it. And now, I'm left wondering what she wanted to say away from Kathleen all these times.
Honestly, I think it's because she hates kids. I know she might claim otherwise, but deep down, I don't think that's changed.
That's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, why would you pretend all this time? It's just messed up.
I wish I had all the answers, but I don't. All I know is that I had to tell you the truth, no matter how difficult it is.
Thanks, Mom. I appreciate your honesty, even though it's a lot to process.
The next day.
Does Kathleen still like her gift?
Yeah? It's on her shelf right now.
I know, but why don't you bring it down and let her play with it a little? It's too nice to be crammed up on some shelf with her My Little Pony dolls and stuff. Please? All I want is to know that my present is making a difference in my beautiful niece's life.
Sure.
Thanks. And check your porch. I sent her another present, too.
Really? You don't have to do that.
I want to. It's the only way I can make amends for being out of her life for so long.
Well, thank you. I'll bring it in soon.
Great. Are you still excited about Disney World?
Yeah, but I'm a bit confused. When I said I kept the stuffed animal on the shelf, you said, I know. How did you know that?
Oh, well, I just assumed. I mean, because you're still mad at me and all.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, thanks for the gifts.
Several days later.
Mom? Have you been talking to Linda?
No. I avoid her.
You're sure you haven't told her about anything specific? Anything about me and Kathleen?
Like what?
Well, it's weird. The other day, she gave Kathleen a Mickey stuffed animal. And it was cute and all.
It was a bribe to get into your good graces.
Obviously.
Did it seem expensive?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Anyway, she messaged me today and asked about it. And she somehow knew that I stuck the thing on Kathleen's shelf.
But that's where toys go, right?
And she knew it was next to her, My Little Pony dolls. She's never been inside Kathleen's room, so I had no idea how she knew that.
Strange.
And then she just sent another gift.
Another bribe of some kind.
Yeah, and it's a music box. A really nice one.
Also expensive?
Very. Why'd you keep asking that?
Just to keep going.
Anyway, it's this little wooden box, and when you open it up, plays the theme song to the Golden Girls.
Okay.
Mom, that's the song I sang to Kathleen every night. It helps her go to sleep.
Oh my God.
And you didn't know that. So you obviously didn't tell her. So how did she find out?
Is Kathleen in the room now?
No. We're downstairs. Why?
Don't you see? The Mickey Mouse is some sort of device inside, like a hidden camera or something. She's spying on you.
Oh my God. That has to be it. Why would she do that?
Honey, your sister has problems.
I'm going to call her right now.
Wait. Let me tell you everything.
But you already did.
No. Everything. Linda has been stealing money from me. She's broke, Melissa. I'm sure those gifts were stolen.
So you think she's casing my house? She's trying to find the best time to come and steal from me?
I think it's more complicated than that.
Mom. She's spying on my family. Seems pretty simple to me.
Well, Linda has been seeing someone long distance. Some loser she met online. She's planning to run off with him. And guess where he lives?
How am I supposed to know where she lives?
Florida.
Oh,
So I cut her off and took back some, but not all, of what she stole from me. She doesn't have much. And I think she wants to go with you to Disney World so she can get a free ride to be with her boyfriend.
wow. But then why spy on me?
Think about the music box. She picked the exact perfect song. She doesn't know anything about you anymore. And she knows next to nothing about Kathleen. I think she thought that would be an easy way to get information so she can fast-track the whole sister bonding thing. All she wants is for you to invite her on that trip.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry about all this.
she's crazy, Mom.
I know. I think you should cut her off completely.
Maybe, but with all this information, I think I have a better idea.
What?
Well, I figured that if she's going to spy on me, I might as well show her what she wants to see. So, I'm going to go into Kathleen's room and make sure the camera can see me. Then I'm going to put my plane tickets and money on the table facing her little spy camera.
Okay.
And I want you to come over tonight when I know that she's watching, and I want you to tell me exactly what you just did. Loud enough for her camera to hear.
You mean tell you that Linda's is trying to use you?
Yes. And I'll say that I already got her plane ticket. I'll hold it up and show it to the camera. And then, you and I are going to say we're heading back to your place to confront her.
And why on earth would we even consider doing that?
Mom, think about it. If we do this, she'll finally come to terms with the fact that time is running out. She'll realize that her only shot to get into Florida is sitting right here on this table. It's like a wake-up call for her.
But if she's capable of stealing from you, then there's a good chance she'll do the same to me. Are you sure you want to wait for her to sneak in?
That's exactly why we should involve the police. We'll have them waiting in the shadow, ready to pounce.
Honey, that's a brilliant plan. I'm impressed. As soon as it gets dark, I'm coming over to your place. We'll make sure this whole situation is handled properly.
A few moments later.
Miss call. Miss call. Linda, answer your damn phone.
It's too late, sis. I'm at the airport, and I'm already in line to exchange my ticket for tonight's flight. I'll be boarding soon, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Linda. You stole all the money in my wallet. And the ticket I bought for you before I found out you were using me.
Yep. But once I cross state lines, there's nothing you can do about it. The ticket's in my name, and it's just a couple $100.
So you never wanted to reconnect? All this time? You just wanted to use me like a used mom?
Sorry. I tried to play nice, but I just couldn't stomach spending another second with you or that little mouth breather. Please don't be offended. It's not personal.
Well, you're not going to get away with it.
See? That's where you're wrong. I already did.
Oh, Linda. Simple Linda. I knew you were going to steal from me. We were waiting for you to steal that ticket, but the police weren't there in time.
Sounds like your little sting operation failed. And now I'm about to fly away forever.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Look very closely at what you have, Linda. The ticket is fake. And now I have proof that you broke into my house and stole from me.
What? Well, you'll never find me.
You're wrapped in freaking airport, moron. I know exactly where you are.
But what proof do you have? This fake ticket? I'll just throw it away.
Oh, you're right. That's the only proof I have.
See? You got nothing.
Oh, wait. I have video evidence too. Thanks to your Mickey Mouse. Linda? You there? So, the airport security, being as sharp as ever, swiftly located her whereabouts without wasting a moment. They promptly handed her over to the real police, who wasted no time in slapping her with charges for both breaking and entering, as well as theft. But, let me tell you about the twist in this wild tale. As luck would have it, I stumbled upon some hidden camera footage on her computer that could make your jaw drop. Turns out, those sneaky crimes of her were the only ones she had up her sleeve. Nope, not by a long shot. The authorities decided to pile in 3 separate charges related to spying, citing some serious violations of the Espionage Act. The penalties for breaking that law are no walk in the park, my friend. So, it's no surprise that she is currently sitting behind bars. And let me tell you, neither Mom nor I have any intention of rushing to bail her out anytime soon. And let me just say, her deadbeat boyfriend. Yeah, he's as pony up the cash as pigs are to fly. Now, with all the legal drama going on, you'd think her plans for a magical trip to Disney World would be dashed, right? Well, think again. Mom had a change of heart, and guess what? The 3 of us, sans her troublesome sibling, embark on an adventure of a lifetime. We had an absolute blast, making memories the last of lifetime. Now, little Kathleen might be too young to recall all the excitement, but trust me, she was grinning from ear to ear the whole time. And as for me, well, let's just say that every moment was pure bliss.